Well, hey guys, thanks for coming back. Now, the last time I talked to you, I said I hope the next time you saw me, I was camping. Well, as you can see, I'm not camping. It took me almost 2 weeks to finally dial in my new gear. Now, when I bought new gear 3 years ago, I didn't have arthritis. I hadn't stressed my rotator cuff. I could pretty much handle anything I wanted. I wanted just to make certain aspects of camping more convenient for me. That's the reason why I bought the tent cot, so I could be 18 inches off the ground and basically just stand up. I like that. That's the reason why I bought the convalescent potty, so I wouldn't have to be, squatting down low on a 10-gallon bucket with a toilet seat lid. And I loved all those things. Who knew that those choices would foreshadow things to come? Because in all honesty, I need those things now because things change physically in 3 years. So it's going to take, I guess, a week for most of the stuff to come in because I only just pulled the trigger last night, but the tent is still going to take 2 weeks. So I thought I would at least share with you what I bought and why I bought it. Because in all honesty, I think the gear I bought 3 years ago was the perfect gear. So it was really hard to have to realize I have to have different gear and still be excited about it. But it turned out not to be as bad as I thought. But like I said, it took me 2.5 weeks to get all this dialed in. So let me show you what's coming. Okay, the first thing I did was I rebought my Coleman 4-man pop-up tent. And those of you who have followed the channel know I love that tent. But once I got moved to the packing department at Amazon and things opened back up so we could camp again, the first time I took that tent out, I could barely get it closed. And that's because, when you go to Amazon, you work parts of your body that you had never worked before. And man, my hands had taken a beating. They were so sore. I just didn't have the strength in my fingers to fold that tent down. And that tent is, if anybody who knows about the Coleman pop-up, it's not an easy tent to fold up anyway. So after that trip is when I decided it was time to get new gear. And that's when I decided to get the tent cot. But before that, I loved this tent. Now, my hands have gotten used to what I do at Amazon, so I am hoping I can fold it back. I mean, I should be able to, but I'm going to need to, so however long it takes is however long it takes. But I'm hoping now that my fingers are not sore anymore, then it should be fine. And I want it in a closed tent, since I do want to take my grandson camping. I don't know when that'll be. It won't be this trip coming up. But at some point I do. And if I'm going to have to handle him and the dog, then I need stuff that's going to be easy for me to manage quickly so I can get camp set up. And the Coleman 4-person tent is the easiest tent I know of. And I do still love it. So I was kind of happy. I'm not thrilled about laying on the ground again, but I think I can manage to get up off my air mattress and get out that tent. So it should be fine. Second thing, I rebought my backpacker shade shelter. And the reason why I bought that 3 years ago is because it was easy enough for one person to put up. And 3 years ago, I could. But, 3 years ago, I didn't have arthritis and I hadn't stressed my rotator cuff. So the last trip I took, I realized I could not get that tent up anymore. I did not have the physical upper body strength or the hand strength to put it up anymore. And as a matter of fact, I left it at the campground. I told the owners of the campground, keep it for somebody who could use it. I do still have a second one, which is in the gear stored at my ex-husband's house. Remember the last trip I took? I left a lot of my big gear there so I wouldn't have to lug it back up the steps to my house because I couldn't leave it in the car because I don't have room for groceries and laundry. Unfortunately, my ex-husband's basement flooded. And, you know, he he offered to pay me for my gear. And I'm like, no, because I asked you, could I leave it there? And you were kind enough to say yes. And I realized I'm not going to be using any of that gear anyway. I mean, I'm going to have to buy new gear because some of it I can't even manage anymore. So I told him, don't worry about it. We're cool. Not a problem. And I think what I'll do is they opened a new storage facility on the way out of my town that I have to go past to get to the campground. So maybe I'll rent a space there so I can, you know, when I bring my gear home, I can just drop it off there and not have to worry about, you know, either leaving it in the car and taking up all my space or trying to lug it up the steps. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do now. But what I did manage to find was the exact same backpack, Easy Up shelter, with a quick Easy Up. I guess you call it one button touch. So instead of having to walk around and put each leg up, you know, that was hard, putting each leg up. You just hit the button in the middle and it pops up, and then you just extend the other legs, which is always easy. And I was so happy to find that because I love this shade shelter, and I love the fact that it has a panel already attached. And what I would do is when the sun moved, I would just lift the whole thing up, swoo it around so that the panel, you know, kept the sun up my face, put it back down, and I was good to go. So that made me so happy to find it again in a form that was easier for me to handle. Okay? Okay. The next thing is the shower tent. It's the exact same shower tent I had, you know, I bought 3 years ago, except it's a different color because it'll match the shade shelter now. But I love this shower tent. Okay? It has a towel bar. It has an opening up top that you can either zip close or zip open for ventilation. It has a little window on the side for ventilation, and it's 4 feet by 4 feet in circumference. That's a lot of space. And you know, I like having a lot of space in my bathroom. I really do. So I was happy about that. Now, the next thing, my convalescent potty. Now, I could probably, even though the basement flooded at my ex-husband's, that's probably still good, but I just decided to just go ahead and buy another one. And the reason why I love this thing, even before I needed it, is because why squat over a camping toilet that's like that far off the ground, or a 10-gallon bucket that's that far off the ground, when you can have a bona fide toilet with a bona fide toilet seat with handles, and you can adjust the height to be whatever you want it to be. To me, that was like the most luxurious thing I ever bought myself camping. I don't care what anybody thinks about it. I don't care. All I know is that when I go to the bathroom when I'm camping, it's just like going at home, and it's no fuss, no muss. You know, now I keep a 10-gallon bucket, 5-gallon bucket, I guess, underneath, because you know, the place I go to, you got to pack all your stuff out. So it's nice to be able to pack it out, put a lid on it, and usually I just throw the whole damn thing in the dumpster when I get home. I mean, a 5-gallon bucket doesn't cost that much, and it was worth it. You understand what I'm saying? Just to get rid of it. But it's sealed up, so it's safe, and it's you know, not gross. Yeah, I like that. The next thing is I bought another simple shower. Now I have one, and I've had it for years. It was always a backup in case my rechargeable shower quit working. And I've had my rechargeable shower quit working twice over the years. The last time it quit working, I said I was going to just order another one from Amazon, and I just never did. And even when I put in this Amazon order, I never did. I didn't order it because the simple shower works so well. So now I have two nozzles. And for those of you who don't know how it works, it's pretty simple. Basically, you get a basin of water and you fill it with hot soapy water, and you scrub yourself all down, all good and soapy and everything. And then you put the little bottle top on top of a 2-liter bottle that's filled with warm water, and you rinse yourself off. So before I only had one, and I would have to switch it over when I needed the next bottle to finish rinsing. Now I have two, so I only have to make one switch. It's easy peasy. And when we get camping, for those of you who haven't seen me use it before, I'll show you just how great the water stream is. It's just a foolproof way of making sure you can get that shower. Okay, and it probably takes about 2 minutes longer than when I used the rechargeable shower. It's no big deal. Let's see, the next thing. A screen tent to go over my Easy Up. This is the first time I've seen one of these. It was relatively cheap. It was like $30. The reviews were pretty much good, but they're made to put over a umbrella. Like, let's say you have a patio and you have an umbrella table. It's made to go around the umbrella, and it drops the screen down so you can be, under your umbrella with your chairs and your table, bug free. Well, I don't see any reason why it won't work with my Easy Up, because it has a peak. See, it's got a peak just like an umbrella. And the whole idea is it kind of sits on the peak and drapes. So we'll see if this works. But that would give me sun protection as well as bug protection if it works. So we'll see if this works, okay? Okay, next. My fire pit. Now this is actually a grill, but I have been using these as fire pits for like 10 years. Basically, it means that I'm not regimented to only having my fire where the fire pit is on the campground. I can move this any place I want to have my fire pit to be, and I just put a sheet of aluminum underneath of it to catch any embers. But it's one of those things that it's only good for a season or two, and you definitely don't want to leave it out in the rain. But for $25 to have a great fire pit that you can move anywhere you want to, it's portable, it folds flat. I mean, it's so easy to get in and out of the car because it is so collapsible. And I also bought door frames. Now, at Amazon, they cost $35 for 6. These last an hour and a half. They fit perfectly into the fire pit, okay? Except I found mines at Martin's, and I think they were $12.99 for the case. So I took them out my cart and just paid cash and picked them up at Martin's, So that was great. Now, a lot of this stuff I had before, because remember, I still thought what I had before was perfect. But I did have to make some changes because my physicality has changed. So the tent is something I've used in the past and I love. The shower tent is something I used in the past and I love. The Easy Up is something I used in the past, but the way it was made then is harder for me to use now, but they've improved it, so now I can use it again. Great. The fire pit, the same thing. I've been using one of these for 10 years. They still make them. Every year they go up a couple of dollars, but they still are a great deal. Oh, this little table. I struggled with the purchase of this table. It's only 11 to 12 inches off the ground, but I love metal. I am not a big plastic person, and I love metal, and I love the fact that I could put my fire bowl and also my camp stove, and it's got room with the wings for other things. I could put a hot frying pan on it. I really like this table. And they had one that was taller, but you know, I ain't gonna lie. Now that I have a little arthritis, I don't mind sitting down doing stuff. And the table that was taller was kind of awkward, and I would have to stand over it, and it was still awkwardly low. Whereas this one is low, but at least I can sit in my chair while it's low. You know, so this table's like $40. But again, it folds up. It's compact. I need things that are compact and fold up, and they're lightweight. So one, it fits in my Jeep, and two, it's not too heavy for me to carry, especially if I got to carry it down the steps the first time. You know, so all of those things I took into account. I think that's everything that I bought. Oh, I'm still debating this. It's a brand new wool blanket. And you can't go camping without a wool blanket, because it always gets chilly. You know, about 2 o'clock in the morning, it will get a little chilly. So I already have a wool blanket. But I really like the color of this one. Okay, so yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I bought it. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty much it. And even though it wasn't a lot of stuff still cost $600. So this is the last time I'm buying any camping gear. I probably only got a year, maybe 2 years of camping left in me. And I want to be able to do it long enough so I can at least take my grandson. And it looks like my daughter wants to wait until next year. Okay, fine. I just hope I can manage at least one trip next year. But I really want to take my grandson camping. Now, a couple of things I still haven't picked up. I haven't picked up a new camping chair. I like the one I bought 3 years ago, but it was harder for me to get out of that chair once I got arthritis. So I want to actually sit in the chair and see how I feel before I buy it. That's why I didn't order it from Amazon. I just want to go to whatever stores sell camping chairs and pull them all out in the aisle and sit in them and see how I feel. So, yeah. Certain things I didn't need to buy. I still have the cookware and stuff like that. I still have bedding. You know, I mean, some things I didn't need to buy. Thank God, because it probably would have cost me $1,500 if I had to buy everything. So, yeah, that's what I bought. And as soon as it gets here, and I feel bad when I keep coming back and go, well, no, I ain't camping yet. So I ain't coming back until we actually camping. But at least you know I didn't spend all this damn money. Unless something terrible happens, we going. Okay? So thanks for putting up with me. See you in the next video, and stay blessed. Bye.